Hey, yo, PJ, away, you ready? Just get into it. It was that place that you ain't fucking give it to us. We bring it back. See me there. Like you showing out as I tip the cap. Soon as we jump, they scream hell. They shit and call me fights, but now you beat my head off. No meaning of fight, but never meaning of fail. Too heavy, we holding weight. We got to feel the scales. Scream Wolverines with the man set a blue arm. Get some team, put your shoe on. You get ready for you now. Put your phone on. So when they asking me what is you on, it's got nothing. For the number one spot, no time. It's all said and done, they know. Whether it's first thing in the morning, we shift at night. You know, Chrysler get crib, that's right. It's not a thing to jump on the wing, we could get that fight. We stuck there, competition, never have we got permission, not to mention that could be what we in as a spot is wishing. If they drop the team, it's not a mission. It's anybody that think they can stop the mission. After winners and plays, after winners and blue. DJ a break out, they don't fit some too. Taking with the ball, that's a be what we do. If you already know, let's go. That's first one spot, I'm sorry. It's all said and done, they know.
Nope.
Just know that you know. They told me the deep in the ball. I seem like you got corona. That one play ain't work. You need a new persona. You can't run up that middle. We threw the cups on. The defense got to turn on, but we threw the cups on. So you ain't got the D on lock. I mean, I'm about to put this C on lock like I'm DJ Turner. You can't go to that flat. Mike got the burner. This shit be all based out. Looks like I tried to top five in that rookie. I saw it in the flesh. Turbo got the boys fired up. Been a long journey on the sideline watching the game. You are now wearing these gloves like it's they ain't already. Lord have mercy. This simply a chance. Visit all the blurry. He does second the quarterback. Tell me what's the hurt. He put him in the slick like a can of murder. See, he got it straight out like they Steph Curry. Defense is trying to turn over to the bus on them. The Wolverines just caught a big 6. We threw the bus on them. Hey, Mike Morris just caught us. We threw the bus on them. Never gets to let me know. 2 versus 3. It's yeah. His head cross on the first letter, we don't call it a mistake. I'm only where I'm told you now. The roof was made. Defense going in, I want to give you a safe corner. Go to the tunnel, ain't no West is gravy. This shit can't know the way to Columbus, we gon' crazy. We were raised gangsters, but I'll pick up the legacy. I don't care about them there, we already hate. Don't try to I know it's all like we're seeing. I don't care if we ain't backing down like we North Leeds. So the bus to the ball with y'all thing. Make some blue through these double legs like an ice rink. White man ran through his chin, he said, deep man, solo over getting day out of state. I get the biggest brand in the world. I got heat. Missing you for so I all been waiting on me. Give me that horse shoe. All you hear is talk trash. Missing you don't say too much. We are not flash. You hear the play, all you hear is crush. Say, I'm splash. Wanna see like 5-6 times like a sun ass. You trying to spin the ball off and junior sack. Chris Jenkins came out the middle. He had the blast. The line moving there. Right, let's play action. We automatic. Mask, going down next to that. Let's make plays. So for us, turnovers gonna make the game. If you ain't know by now, it's just his eggs. To the Super Bowl, like right now. Center down the line, get out the way. This now and let's remember the people game. It's all the deep looking at our nameplates. 26, 22, I can't wait. She can't wait. It's all the deep looking at their nameplates. I saw them like a motherfucking pro. I be balling, my niggas. Shit, I am a motherfucking job. Stand up, West, stay fucking ball. You fuck up, I'm gonna get caught. Bitch, I'm like, oh, let a young nigga fall. I be falling like a motherfucking crap. I be falling like my nigga Mo. Shaq, got so many flaws. Call me Trey, I need trouble. Oh, shit, bitch, yes. What's my brand? It's me.
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone can see as one that is reward for classic Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Ohio State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up there.
And Michigan had no answer. And now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sayin to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Play fake, Julian Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play. They'll mark it at the 33.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. How about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? Well, a lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quick strike complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that grace the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan.
There he goes. Got it in for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. action and the handoff on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And come to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst.
Maybe a crease. The 30. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Julian with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the group. Could be enough. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, man.
This offense, Jesse's going to keep doing that. You better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Ready. Go, go.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunt?
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The option, he'll keep it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. stats as we played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They're on inside. It's Marshall. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
So now it's second and long. Keeps it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Say it. Looking left. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Runs through him, man. He might have space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Quick release on the RPO. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to...
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running inside, it's Marshall. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Here as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that big play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try
conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's GreatInsaneJoker to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Guys, I know 1 versus 2 largely speaks for itself, but think of everything that's at stake. Playoff positioning, impressing the committee, potential buys in the college football playoff, all at stake today.
The intensity in this game will just simply feel different than anything else we've seen throughout the course of the year because of what is riding on this game day.
No doubt, the stakes. You don't get 1 versus 2 late in the season very often. So a chance to make a statement, a chance to prove you belong, a chance to really punch your ticket. Whoever wins, they're in the college football playoff.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Going to try to get it himself. Still running in the 40. Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st down to 32.
How about the awareness by this guy? On 3rd down, scramble play, everything's breaking down, he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd, I can't slack.
Makes it down. They just fumbled. It's a fumble. Defense got it going on.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Again, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. Never got the quarterback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Wow, that is a sensational catch, and I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That
got some room headed to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll line up to go for 2. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Jackson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 12 team, the Utah Utes. And it's West Virginia setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a good reason why they're 2 quarters from the win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. What did you find out coming from the locker room?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-selling. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Reese?
Okay, Holly. At all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Picks up the first down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wolverines come to the line to hurry up. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Keeps it going. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This crowd knows when to bring it. Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense. There's some room. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Michigan. And the pummeling has started.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. No chance to return. That one a booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the wide out. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires deep on the run. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Run inside. It's Marshall. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got
a little press. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Marshall. Smashes through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every weekend. Let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Very close to putting a bow on. This one gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stand. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Wolverines. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Number 22, set to kick off.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Gets the back moving. St. Clair. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. Probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a lot of pressure when you have that #1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Find some fresh air across the 45. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Wide and three. Wide and three. Ready, go.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he puts through the extra point. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.